right, so next regarding the TRX, I want to talk about the settings here. So we've got our TRX set up completely. Many of you, if you've ever seen this piece of equipment, you'll notice there's a little strap here that sort of wraps through a buckle, and at the bottom has a handle and another loop. And all of these have a reason for their existence, and we're going to break it out a little bit further when we get into some of the different exercises that demonstrate how you might use some of these other components. But first and foremost, the important part is to really understand how to adjust your TRX. So we have these tabs, which basically slide up as you release this, not really called a figure eight, but it has a locking mechanism in it. And so right now, I've got all of these, the TRX set up in the short position. So you'll notice, here is the short position. It's really probably around hip height for someone. And this short position is really good in particular for pulling exercises. So as an example, in the short position, I can come back with my back to you, I can come back here, and I can do my inverted row on the TRX. So that's short, it's all the way up. Now where this is doesn't matter because it's locked right inside of this, latch key. I should probably look this one up, but I forget what they call this. This is actually a newer model. They used to have basically like a pinching kind of mechanism, but now it's free floating. And I'll do a close-up insert shot of this so you can see this. Okay, the next position is going to be mid-length. Now what's hard to see from your position, or from the camera position, but there is a marking, and it's actually more visible on this one. This is an older model, TRX. There's a yellow marking here, right? That is the mid-length. So what you would do is, instead of being short, all the way up, I'm going to slide this now down to the mid-length. Now the mid-length, you'll notice, comes up a little bit to thigh height. This mid-length is really good for pushing exercises. So now inside the TRX, I've got a little bit more length to come out, and I can do some adjusting, push-ups and things of that nature. The final position, well, there's two other positions, but the other main position that you might use is fully elongated or full length. And this is typically we're going to do ground-based stuff. What this allows now is for my feet to kind of go into the cradles, and I can do some planks. I can do push-ups down on the floor. I'll demonstrate all of these shortly. And then, so that's why you would notice that. Now, could you do a push-up way out here? Absolutely. I could do that. It's not the end of the world. But the length settings kind of help you to navigate this piece of equipment a little bit more effectively. The final position we call super short. This is a little tricky. There's only one reason to do this. You'll notice that eventually I can only go so high here. So what I have to do is I have to keep pulling up the tab. Now I've got, notice how high my handles are going up. Super short, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. And you see now it's right up by my chest. Now why might I use that? The main reason to use this is for pull-ups and or assisted pull-ups. So let me demonstrate what that might look like. When I'm down on the ground underneath the TRX here, I think you can see, let me just angle this down a hair more. I just want to make sure you can see me. Okay. So, because it's so high, I actually can come all the way down to the ground. And if I stand here, I can basically just about sit on this. But let's say you're not particularly strong enough to do pull-ups. Well, I can use my other leg to give me an assistance to do like assisted pull-ups. So this is a great opportunity for someone or a client, for yourself. If you're not strong enough to do pull-ups, you can still train that vertical pull pattern, which is essential for overall positive human movement. So this is what this would look like. With my foot supporting, I'm going to do my row or my vertical pull, and I'm just going to use my leg as a little bit of assistance. And I can only use as much as I want. Now if I'm strong enough, I can do this just with my legs like this as well. Not as pretty. I have more control with the leg assisting me, but this is a way you can use TRX to meet all the different needs, whether it's push-pull, single leg, squat pattern, hip hinge, and some ground-based core work. We can do all that with the TRX. The reality too, there's probably about 150 plus exercises that come out of this. So from a pure training standpoint, if you're a trainer, it's really, really nice to have a TRX in your arsenal because you can do a lot of stuff with this. It doesn't have to be in a gym. This all comes apart, and I'm able to actually bring this to a park. I can hang this around a tree and put it around a tree. I can put it at a park at a pull-up bar. Variety of options that you can use with TRX it's a lot of flexibility. The other positive thing is when we pack this up, it really doesn't take up much space. So very, very easy to travel around with in a backpack. It can be a really great piece of equipment if you're looking to do some personal training with a client, but also very flexible for you at home. And you can mount this on the ceiling, you can take it down from the ceiling, you can put it also inside of a door frame. They have a door frame setup that you can just put it in behind a closed door. So it gives you a tremendous amount of flexibility. And I'll put a hyperlink down here at the bottom of the video to show you if you're interested in where you can purchase it. Be buyer beware. I have had students that have come to me and said, I got a TRX. I said, sure, let me see it. And it's a knockoff from Amazon. TRX are going to be expensive. You want to buy them directly from the manufacturer. You do not want to go to Amazon and buy a knockoff. They're going to be around 180 bucks. But the investment is really, really well worth it because it will last you if taken care of. You don't saw it, you hang on to it. It'll last you a lifetime, and it will provide you with a tremendous amount of flexibility, not only for yourself, but also with your clients.